just thinking back to, I think it was the Sunrise Conference in New Zealand a couple of years ago, where I think for the first time I had heard Sam talk about Blackbird's principles. And one of the things that really sort of resonated with me was backing the hungry, not the proven. And I'm just curious in terms of, your own sort of experience that you've gone through over the last 10 years and, essentially being the hungry and not necessarily from a proven background in investments. How much has your sort of own experience led into both your principles with Blackbird, but also your sort of investment philosophy as well?
Definitely one and the same. I would say Blackbird is a triumph of the hungry, not the proven, even though we had achieved some level of success, Rick and I, before Blackbird. It wasn't anywhere near to the scale of a traditional sort of path into starting a venture capital firm like Andreessen Horowitz, or even locally with Airtree and SquarePeg and the founders' incredible accomplishments before founding the venture firm. Rick and I did not come from that scale of success. And so I think Blackbird as an example of the hungry, not the proven, and then just all of the investments we've made, if you just look at the world's most successful companies, if you thought, let's start $1 trillion company and let's see how all the $1 trillion companies got started, they were all started by hungry, not proven people. In the case of Google, just finished university. In the case of Microsoft and Facebook, didn't even finish university. And so there is something about that hunger that drives these enormous successful outcomes, that sort of sense of having nothing to lose. I do recognize now, sort of 10 years, you instantly think of not losing something, and that almost holds you back from further success. This sort of defensive mindset and having something to lose is a blessing and a curse. And I think if you have nothing to lose, you just have that almost like pure achievement ahead of you, or there's just something special about that as a starting point. And I think if you look across the venture capital world or even the investment world, that first fund by a brand new manager always tends to have the greatest results, again, because I think that the hunger is at its highest peak. And I'm always paranoid about losing hunger, and as we succeed at Blackbird, not having that same level of hunger and ambition, and trying to always recharge, refresh, and re-raise our ambition over time as well.